welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one, between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Has it all teed up, and we're underway in Atlanta. Luther Burden now on the return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Williams starting with the pass here. He gets it holding up. They're able to drop it. After one play of this drive, he might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for a 2nd down.
Okay, well, one snap in, and already this defense has potentially killed this opening drive. And remember how valuable every possession is in the NFL. Talk about setting an immediate tone by this defense.
Here's Williams. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. To the air on 3rd and long. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
All right, he can hit the showers. It's already an excellent game for him, and we're just 3 snaps into this sucker. 2 sacks, and he's instantly become one of the biggest storylines to start this game.
Brings it in at the 12. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Penix here from the gun. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Escapes the pocket. And they get to him right behind the line on this one and take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Punt taken near midfield. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A shotgun to get to Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
After that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Hey, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Maybe there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Air it out on 3rd. Look at that power, deep left side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit.
Bro, come on, bro. I feel like this game is finna cheat.
At or on the 40. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Tight end motioning right. 2nd down. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Torrey Taylor on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. Continuing to move past the 45. He's at the 30. Deshaun Robinson. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Deshaun Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Koo all lined up and ready to put this one away. Fields this one at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Send the tight end in motion. Swift gets it again on 2nd down. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it's largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. That play good for 17 on the 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st down. Here's Swift. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Gun. Here's Williams. And we're still waiting for scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Challenges, double coverage, and it's intercepted! Quandre Diggs with the INT. And the Falcons regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did. It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. Taking a shot deep here. This is Brian at the 15. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down, going to wind up losing yards on this play. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
On the shotgun, Penix. Forced back to his right. Caught near the goal line. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Robinson does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and
Going play fake with Penix. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
So 2nd and inches, they took their shot, Brock. They threw the football, as a lot of teams are going to do in that situation. But it backfires as the 3rd down run gets turned away.
You know what that effort creates, Kate? That creates that offensive coordinator never taking a shot again on 2nd and inches.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Trying for it with Penix. And the completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. From his end zone, Williams. That's more on the quick slant. And this gets them well away from danger as he is out past their 20. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He's loaded another one up. It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now. I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, batting, baseball, like you grip it tight and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Starting the half with Robinson. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Another carry for Robinson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
First down, and they go right back to it. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Man, it's Drake London. And he's taken down quickly. Nicely done by the defense. But the catch does get him to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
At the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First and 10, a run to Robinson. They're cobbled together a yard there. Devon Dexter escorted him to the ground.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air with Penix. Looking out as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. This line is going to run for it. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and forced a 4th down.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. He'll throw it. Gets this one to London. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Great call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
First and 10 at the 20.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You've got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Penix. Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Some other quick hitter. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. Fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Looking to throw. Another one here to London. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. It's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Williams. Going for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Williams set to pass. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That'll be 1st down Chicago. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you've got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. In a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game. This one's quickly locked up, too.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners, too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here's 2nd and 10. Williams from the gun. Looking for his back, but he will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best trait. Pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. Envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. The defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They gain 11 on that play, and that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First and 10 from the 43. Penix working from the gun. He's going deep to the left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And that is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Toss play, Swift. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears parlay the interception into points. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10. Shotgun snap. They give to Robinson. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 7 and 1. Touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Again, left side. Here's Robinson. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Third and just 2 to go. Penix here from the gun. Complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. He has it at the 13. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
Their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Here's a toss right for Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he...
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Looking to head in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Pressure comes, Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And out all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but it is so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now the shotgun to give to Swift. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Gets it through the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards. It picks up the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Now thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it up.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. staying with Robinson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons leading by 7. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Feet and eyes, Dave. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punt team on the field. The return begins on their side of midfield. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. We'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons make the play that should win them this game.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Robinson on the inside give. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. On 2nd down, Robinson. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Setting up to pass. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
High five! I'm Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 5 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. Let's start in Tampa. The Bucs at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. A 55-yard touchdown. The Eagles continue to have enough. They make it 5 straight wins to start the new year. From there, it's off to SoFi Stadium. We're looking on the Rams as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brock Purdy. He's got the connection here. It's a 38-yard touchdown pass. The Niners move to 4-1, looking good as they get the win here. Lastly, let's head to Buffalo. The Bills hosting the LA Chargers. And here's the Chargers wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Chargers get a 2nd straight win after that 1-2 start. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports.